For centuries, people have left their homes, friends, and loved ones with their goals in mind and their dreams in heart, searching for the American dream. What we don't know is the journey behind these stories. So come along with me as we explore and bring light to their stories on my journey to America. My research showed me that you guys had two civil war. Because you mentioned when you were in engineering school in '89, the Civil War broke out. You guys had two. Talk to us about that.
Yes, as I said earlier, on the scholarship, on the Liberian scholarship, when the Civil War broke, the scholarship just automatically disappeared because the country was no longer functioning. There was no functioning government. And at that time, we had a lot of arrears. That means we were owing the schools months, semesters of school fees that were not paid. And we were staying in school. So 1989, when the Civil War started, we were owing, most of our scholars on the scholarship were owing a lot of money. And we were also worried about our families back home. Most of our friends got killed at the Liberian Electricity Corporation. Two of my very, very great friends got killed. One of them had returned for his scholarship. He had returned home to work for the company when the war broke out. And he, his wife, and his daughter were killed. So that was very scary. And, so from '89 all the way to 1994, Civil War still continues because I was staying in school, but the country was not paying the school fees. Yeah. So I got kicked out of school. You got kicked out of school? Yes. The IIT said... It started in '89. You got kicked out of school when? I got kicked out of school, I think 1991. 91? Yeah, 91, 92, somewhere there. The school told me they could no longer hold me in the school because my country was not paying the school fees. And at that time, I was a resident in the United States, so I could take a student loan and go to school. You could get student loan because you got a green card. Yeah, so they told me, look, you got to go to work or you got to find a student loan or some way to continue the education. So there went another twist of my next life started. At that point, there was a lady who was over the research department at IIT who called me one night and said, there's a company in Morton Grove looking for interns. Are you willing to go work there? I said, yes. And the next thing she called me and said, there's another company in Wheaton looking for intern. Two companies. He said, go apply for both of them. I didn't know the lady from anywhere. So I went and applied. I got to know my story that we were kicked out of school because we were on scholarship. Civil War, so they're trying to help us. So I go to the first interview, and the gentleman, very old gentleman, said, you're retiring, and they're looking for an engineer who will help them design golf club. The golf clubs that you had to go with. I didn't know nothing about golf, so I had no interest. So I applied. I went there, went through all the interview process, and then they offered me a job. They offered you a job to work with a gentleman to learn how to design golf club. And they told me that Wilson Sporting Goods, or Wilson, that they design. I know golf. Wilson. Oh, yeah. Wilson Sporting Goods. Yeah, they design golf, they design basketball, it's all kinds of tennis. Great ball. Company, great company. Yeah. So I got offered the job. Then a week later, I was supposed to start a job. I took a week and a half so I can start. Within that time, the next company was John Crane out of Morton Grove. I went for an interview, and this lady who interviewed me, something was not right, but she interviewed me. I was like shocked. Yeah. And she just, it was not even an interview. Just said, well, where do you want to work? So I said, okay. I picked a department, they call the Metabello Group. And he said, no, why don't you go work with application engineering? There's a lot of opportunity there. So I thought, okay, since you say application, I'll go application. So I went to application, and they offered me a job. What is application engineering? Oh, it's just applying everything to design products and to be able to tell the customer what the product does. Okay. And then this is a real application, what the products are used. Gotcha. So I went to application, I took application engineering. So they sent me the letter, the offering letter. The only difference between Wilson Sporting Goods and John Crane was a $1 an hour difference.
Mm.
It didn't take me any time to make the calculations.
Yes.
And I said, hey, $8, $8 a day time, time, $8 an hour time, 40 hours a week. I took John Crane. Mm-hmm. And later on, I regretted it because Wilson was a more prestigious company. I would have had opportunity because the whole guy was retiring. Yeah. I was going to graduate from IIT and take on that position. Mm-hmm. But I went with my gut feeling. I took John Crane. Yeah. So the guy called me and said, we had 10 interviews. You're the only person offered the job, and you don't want the job. You sure? I said, no. I didn't take the job. I wanted to John Crane. So I got hired at John Crane in 1991. 1991. As an intern. Yes. And just today, I was telling my wife the story again, just reliving that story at John Crane. Mm-hmm. I was hired there as an intern. I went there, and the first job they gave me was to design a special product that they were launching. Mm-hmm. So the engineer who was over the product, the manager, handpicked me to work with him on that project. Mm-hmm. The guy stayed my friend today. He's a director now at John Crane. Wow. So I was sitting there using the old CAD system they had, designing their product. Yes. Got picked up so fast. Yeah. They were surprised. So the engineer, the chief engineer, now I'm coming to chief engineer. The guy they call the chief engineer. Yeah. Walked behind me, looking at what I do on the CAD scope. He stood, I didn't know he was looking at me. I went to the office and told somebody to call me. Mm-hmm. I went to the office, he asked me, how long you been here? I said, I've only been here a couple of weeks. So are you able to do what I saw you doing? Do you know what you're doing? I said, yes. So what kind of serial design? I said, I've got a product name, but I call it T28 LB. T28 Type 28 is a mechanical seal. Yeah. Type 28. Yeah. So he said, do you know what you're doing? I said, yeah, I'm doing spiral groove, in the faces of she like. Yeah. So he said, okay, I'll talk to you next week. Long matter short, they offered me a full-time job. Okay. Just 2 weeks there. Hold it right there. Mm-hmm. What was the product you designed? Mechanical seals. Mechanical seals. Yeah, mechanical seals are used to seal liquid from leaking between two rotating pieces. For instance, if you pump it, you're pumping water. Right? Yes, you're pumping. Yeah, suck water from one point and spit it on the other side. So yes. How pump works, right? So there's something the pump called impeller. Impeller pull the water, and the other side push it out, right? Boom, 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 put that it does. So pulling and pushing. So our seals supposed to stop the water from leaking where the shaft is rotating. Oh. So there where the seals go. And the seal also go in valves that are used to open and close, so that the fluid or the gas doesn't leak up. So that's why the seals. And you created that product? No, I work and design that product. You work and design that product. Yeah. Congratulations, man. Yeah, so what we're doing there at John Crane, and they offered me a full-time job. Right after I got offered that job, when my wife got pregnant with her first child. Hold it right here, because we're going to come to the wife part and the first child. Take me back to the Civil War. Okay. Did you were you watching it on the news? Or did you kept abreast with it? Yes. Every Liberian in this country was glued to the phone. We didn't have cell phone those days, so the news were on BBC, sometimes on CNN, but most time on written news like Rector, I think the writer, yeah, news, and sometimes African newspapers and Liberian newspapers. Yeah. So and most time people go to the telecommunication and call. Mm-hmm. So few people have phone at home those days. Mm-hmm. So we're keeping up with the news and people getting killed. It was very, very bloody. Very, very bloody. Did you lose anyone in the Civil War? A lot of people. Friends, family members. I can't believe that. It's just, wow. Some of them got caught in the war. Some of them just because of their status, what they did for a living, they got killed. What caused the Civil War? For the viewers it's a very difficult and hard to explain situation. Mm-hmm. But if you know, like I said, Liberia was founded by free slaves. So these the descendant of the slaves are called the Congo people.
The Congo people.
They ruled Liberia for almost, Liberia founded 1847 all the way to 1980. They ruled the country, and they were, I would say corrupt, but there was not a nepotism.
Nepotism.
So most of them
Favorism.
family in politics. If you were a country person, like from the native person, you didn't have anybody in government, you did not get a job. So it was really bad. It was really bad.
So the country divided.
Way divided.
Rebelling against each other. Okay.
So the non-commissioned officers were like this, not, semi-catered. There was a sergeant, master sergeant, were able to overthrow the government and kill all of the people, all of the ministers, and 13 people got killed, put in the firing squad and killed right after the coup.
Wow.
So that even caused more division.
Wow.
Some of my friends, their brothers who were in the ministry, they got killed. So it was just bad. So he took over, became the president of the country, and then he was supposed to stay as a military person and turn the country back to civilian.
Yeah.
And then later on, he became, said, now I'm leaving the military, I've become a civilian. And he continued to rule the country.
And that created another civil war.
Animosity. So a gentleman by the name of Charles Taylor, who were also working in government, who were here in America, who also is a resident of the United States. Charles Taylor went back. It's a long story, but he went back, formed this anti-government group, rebel, they call them, and they started fighting the government. And they cut the president, and they killed him. Wow. And they killed most of his followers. They killed also some of my friends were also involved in that. They all got killed. And then the Civil War started from it. So the country was not ruled by anybody. So the country got divided into little portion of rebels. So it went forever until the African peacekeeping troop called I forgot the name now.
Yeah.
But the peacekeeping force came there, and the UN helped them with some peacekeepers, and they were to quiet down. And they had the first election, and Mr. Charles Taylor became president. And then the Steeler division were there, so we're still fighting and still stuff, and we're very brutal. So if you take one warring faction leader, become president, he still got a lot of ambassadors. So
people are doing
this still going to just kill. I have my own experience because right in the middle of the war, my only brother, my only sibling from my mother and father, died. He was a nurse. They call him doctor, but he was like a registered
died
nurse.
in the Civil War.
Died in the Civil War directly because of the Civil War. He was treating the rebel who were getting killed or getting hurt. When they get hurt, they come to him.
Because he was just doing his job.
He was just doing the job, just helping them. But then the rebels were split. So if you treat one rebel, you don't know who is who. So you were caught in between. And so I learned the story he told me before he died, on his dying bed. So he had a little daughter.
You spoke to him on his dying bed?
Yes, I spoke to my brother. I was on a business trip in Texas when the phone call came that your brother is in the hospital, in Monrovia. So the doctor called me and I talked to the doctor. And I think my brother's a nurse, so you understand everything that's going on. He had a little daughter in hand, who was running away from another rebel group.
His daughter?
A little daughter.
A little girl.
Yeah, she's now, the little girl is now in Ghana, as a woman now. So he was running the bush, leaving the house with his family running because they were coming to ambush them. And he slipped and fell with a baby in his hand and something hit in his spine. And he got like an upset in his spine. So he told me it was an infection from his own mouth.
Infection.
So he said, he called me out. I said, I got infection in my back and that spread around my body, affected me all over my body. I said, brother, I'll do everything to help you. And then I started helping him. We're trying to get him to come to America for training. I think I called the embassy. The embassy said, yeah, we can get him here. But somebody had to escort him here. At that time, I didn't have the money to pay for 2 tickets, to buy somebody, to travel somebody. So anyway,
nobody wanted to go there anyway.
Yeah.
Scary time.
Scary time. But I wanted to come to America for treatment,
Yeah.
I could afford to buy a ticket for him. I could afford to bring him here, but there's so many things when somebody's sick to travel from overseas. You got to have somebody travel like a nurse to be able to keep him treatment. So I couldn't afford all of that. So we tried to treat him there, and then he died suddenly. One day I called and said, hey, brother, really bad today. Can I speak to him? He said, no, he can't even talk right now. Next day he died. So I have to do the same thing I did with my mother, come back to bury him.
So you went back.
I went back, but this was in the height of the war. When I went to Liberia, that's one
So
of the
you went
more
back to the
difficult.
height of the war.
This is one of the difficult times. So I went home, and then
Daddy was still around?
Hmm?
Your dad was still around?
No, I think my dad had passed away. Because my dad died during the war, so I don't know what period he died. I don't remember what it
He
was
died
before my brother.
during the war, but he never died
During the war, yeah.
He never died as a result of the war.
All were related because I couldn't get to my father. My
He died
father,
as a result of the war.
my father was behind the rebel. When I say
So
rebel
you lose
line,
your dad and your brother
yeah, oh, definitely.
in the war.
Yeah, I have my father's passport. Everything here, I want to bring my father here.
Wow.
But because we're behind the rebel line, because again, I'm a U.S. citizen, I could bring my father here.
Wow.
But we were behind the rebel line. I couldn't get to him. There was no communication.
Wow.
So he got sick. I didn't even know he got sick. I didn't even know when my father died. Till maybe months later, I found out, oh yeah, old man got sick. Because couldn't get into the hospital, the rebel line, and this and that. And he died. So I was not able to reach my father till he died, Wow. I got some pictures to send me later on how bad he was, and he just got sick and sick. My father was a big guy, 6'2", probably little more than 250 pounds, big guy.
Any of your siblings still around?
Most of my siblings are around, but most of them died. Now, I told you, right, I was number 8 of my father's children, right?
And you're 14 of you guys.
14, and now I'm number 1. I'm the oldest living child of my father. So all 7 of my siblings I had and all died during and after the war.
How you most deal with that?
Yeah, it's just it's sad sometimes, it is, but you got to be strong. Just believing that God just continue to strengthen you because I love all of my older brother. I lost younger brother, younger sister. Just recently, one of them just died again. And fortunately, I'm here to take care of that burial when they died.
I want to say something. You're a strong man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not many people could do what you did. To still here, go on and got a career, director of engineering, when you lost so many family members to the Civil War. It's admirable and you should be acknowledged for that.
Thank you, my brother. But and most of the death were directly related to the Civil War. Because if not for the Civil War, we have maybe a hospital, or you can get your family member to the best hospital. But the country was split so much different factions. If you're behind this area, in the rebel area, they don't want you to travel from here to here. If you're in the rebel, like divided the truth. Monrovia was like by itself. When you're going, I think, north of Monrovia, it is a little rebel group. So it's just so much confusion. And people just die.
People can't get food and stuff.
You get
water and stuff like that.
But then coming back here in America,
we're back here.
Yeah, so again, I able to be offered a full-time job and at John Crane, and they call something called Crane Power. I mean, I work full-time, get no benefits, zero benefit.
Zero benefit.
Zero benefits.
Zero benefit for a full-time
job. And guess what, Kevin? Yes. As I found out, I think 20 years later, or 10 years later to 20 years later, that I was the only person in the history of John Crane. I would say it very loud. I was the only person in the history of John Crane to be called Crane Power, that he get a job full-time before benefit.
Congratulations.
And it's not a good thing because I had no benefit.
Yeah.
But I took it as a challenge,
Yes.
I said, well, I'm going to make this become a full-time job.
Yes.
So what I did was I just started learning this job faster and faster.
And you were going faster, and you were still in school.
Yeah, stay in school, but
still in school.
But the condition of the job was that I could not quit school because now I'm coming from $7,000 a year to $21,000 a year.
Yes.
Because most people quit school, so I'm making $21,000. Because those days in 1990, $21,000 a year was a good salary.
Yeah.
So I still go on my Social Security and look at all my salary. I started in America at $7,000 a year.
Yeah. Because you had to stay in school to keep the job.
To keep the job.
They juice you, we say.
Yeah. So I had to go to school.
Because if you quit school, they know they got to pay you $21,000 a year.
Yeah. Yeah. No. It's not directly related to that.
No.
All it told me was that to encourage to be able to hold this job, I have to promise him that I will stay in school and get my degree. Because most people quit because they got a full-time job making good money.
Which
They would
is
stop going to school. But he said, I
that
want
was
you to
good
get
advice.
your degree. Yeah, I want you to get a degree. And I promised him, I said, you know, I would not quit school because of money. I put too much time in the college now going to 3 universities in my life.
Yeah,
Still going to
Alfred
school.
Cooper,
Alfred Liberia, and now in America.
America.
You know, so anyway, so I stayed at John Crane and continued to work and started there as a Crane Power, completed my degree in 1994.
You got your degree in 1994.
Yeah, it took a little longer.
Mechanical engineering.
Yes, but it took a little longer.
Congratulations.
But because I had to now work full-time and go to school part-time.
Yes.
So that took me another 2 more years added to my degree.
Yeah.
I don't regret it, but it make it so long.
Yeah.
But I stayed with it. I got my degree in 1994,
Mm-hmm.
and then came back to the company. And then now they offer me a job with benefit as a mechanical engineering one, ME1 they call it those days.
Yes.
So I became mechanical engineering one. I was like all the other engineers, and God will have it, I was a stand-up engineer because I was the only black engineer in a $10 billion company.
You were the
And I
only,
was competing with everybody there at every level. So
you
I'm
were
very
the,
proud of myself.
you were the only black engineer.
At John Crane, Morton Grove from 1992 all the way to maybe 2005. In fact, I hired the first black engineer who worked there now, or 2 black engineers. I hired them.
So talk to us about that, your matriculation in the company.
Yeah.
You became what?
So I started as engineering one, and then I took on the project I worked on in Morton Grove, and that project went to Daytona Beach. So they offered me a job to go work for John Crane in Daytona Beach.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved my family to Daytona Beach. I designed a particular product there. And while I was there 1 year, they sold the company to another company. Mm-hmm. And that other company offered me a job to Cranston, Rhode Island. I decided not to go to Cranston. Well, I was going to go. But
Cranston
my wife
is here in Illinois?
No, Cranston, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
In New York.
But my wife...
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Cranston is a city in Rhode Island.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But my wife at the time, as a school teacher, they were laying off teachers there at that time.
Yeah.
But although I was going to get a good salary job to move there, but she would be unemployed.
Yes.
So we decided I want to come back to Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
So again, I always had 2 choices. So I accepted 2 jobs coming back to Illinois. One with John Crane and one with another company.
Yeah.
You know, so I took the 2 jobs.
Yes.
And then by method of elimination, the other company said they would relocate me and give me $28,000, but I have to sign a 3 years contract that I would not quit. I was considering to sign it.
$28,000.
Yeah, to relocate me back here.
Yeah.
Then my old company, John Crane,
mm-hmm.
said no. And the vice president of engineering, also IIT graduate, said, Alfred, you come back tomorrow.
Yes.
And start working for me.
Yeah.
It would look like you didn't leave the company at all. Like you just blend right in.
How much you were willing to pay?
Yeah, there's no contract to sign. We'll relocate you 100%, bring your 2 cars, pay for you to come back here. So I told the other company, I'm going.
No, sir.
But the only thing about that company now, I always talk about it, and I said it in another meeting one time, I'm making a presentation, a global presentation, and people got a good laugh out of it. I said, the only thing I missed from that company, and those who understand those days as an engineer, one of the engineers have a special parking spot to give me, my name on it. The first day I walked in there, I saw Alfred Cooper, I just started smiling. Because it was like a big honor.
As a little kid growing up in
Liberia. I got my own parking spot with this all, with all the big people named around me, managing director and all the other.
You had your parking spot.
I had my parking spot, but I had to let that job go because I didn't want to sign the contract. Okay. So I came back to my old company, John Crane. The same day I came back here, all my insurance, everything, my family back in insurance, everything like that. So I started back now. When I came back as a design engineer.
A design engineer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6, 7 months into that department called the gas seal, which are one of the most popular seal that the company had. Very, very high-end seal. The general manager of that department called me and said that we want to offer you promotion to be a supervisor in another department, another product group. So I took that job.
Yeah.
I was supervising John Crane for the longest, and my post as supervisor. At certain point, I started to think that maybe I need to leave this company, you know. But I said I had all kinds of job offers, but I decided to my wife I would stay here the longest. So I stayed there for the longest as a supervisor from all the way to like 2001.
Yeah.
Then an opportunity came, and I got promoted to global product line manager. Global. So that means over the product for the whole world. Whole world. So I travel South Africa, I travel Italy, I travel.
No. I don't want you to brush over it. What were some of the countries you traveled to?
Oh, I travel a lot of countries. I don't know
for work.
For work, yeah.
Come on, give us some, because this is your moment.
Okay.
You were a little kid growing up in Liberia.
Oh yeah, I can see the whole
living
world.
this dream.
Yes, I can see the whole world.
No, you can see the whole world.
Yeah, let's see. My first major trip, which was like 5 times a year, I went to Italy.
For work.
Milan, Venice. I went, I say, a week. I was supervising some other product they were designed and installing.
Yeah.
And I went to Belgium. I went to France.
To France.
I went to Germany, Frankfurt.
Frankfurt,
to present some product that we designed there.
Yeah.
Frankfurt. And I went to it's a lot of countries I went to. And I went to China.
China.
A product we were trying to find a company that could make it for us for a lower price. So I went down there for China.
Yeah.
I went to China. I went to Mexico. I went to, and then maybe
Jamaica.
I had an opportunity to go to an island. You know.
You never been to Jamaica?
I've been to Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah, I would take the Jamaica story if you want to hear. I went to Jamaica free of charge for a whole week. You know.
Right.
Yeah. But
so hold on, like looking back as a little kid in Liberia, traveling the world, working as a global manager for a major engineering company. How do you feel?
It was like a dream come true, and fortunately for my wife, she enjoyed it too. I took her on a trip to South Africa.
In Jamaica, was a respect due.
Oh yeah, yes it is. Yeah. I took her to South Africa. Only thing I stayed where I joke about it all the time, because that was a long trip, very, very far. I was supposed to go first class. The company told me, say, you're taking your wife. You
can't pay for time.
You gotta sit in the back of the Every time I went 5 hours to her, I'm sitting in this, I call it the poo-poo seats. Because I'll be lying and sleeping in the first class. Okay. But I started with her and I say, hey, it all worth it. And she had a great time. A manager at the time was so nice to us. When they stay in the most expensive hotel that we had in South Africa for 10 days. And the guy in South Africa, the manager there, just fell in love with me. And we had a great time in South Africa.
Wow.
Yeah. We were there for like 10 days, you know.
Were you like traveling to these countries, were you like, this is the American dream?
Yeah, part of it was a dream, but the one I remember very well was when I got to South Africa at that time, and the general manager there was looking for me, and he said, Alfred, I'm looking for you. Well, back to back that they were on the cell phone. I said, yeah, I can see you, Alfred. Yeah, where you up? I said, I can hear somebody. He said, oh, Alfred, is that you? I said, yeah. That's what he told me. He said, I thought you were bloody. That's the word that I saw Africa. They say bloody. I thought you were bloody British.
British.
Go by name Alfred Cooper. He thought I was white. I said, all the time, can you hear my accent? He said, no. he said, I thought you were white. And then I shocked him and said, man, I'm African. I'm born in Africa. He said, no. I said, yes. So I went there and we just, 2 things we had in common, he and I, was that when I got here office, I saw him keep putting your hand on the thing and doing like this. I didn't know what you were doing. Then I smelled the peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
I said, Pete, what are you doing? He said, sorry, I can have a couple of peanut butter. We both love peanut butter. So that's where our friendship started from.
Oh,
Because here in my house, my son is my witness. I buy a jar of peanut butter. I lick up my finger all day watching TV. That's just, because I love it so much. So anyway, that's a different story.
Yeah.
The high that guy and I in South Africa became so my good friend. He took
we're in
me
South
personal
Africa,
time.
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg. Yeah, I went to Johannesburg, went to another couple other cities.
Cape Town.
We didn't go to Cape Town. I was supposed to go to Cape Town, but
Christchurch.
yeah, we didn't go to beach or other places. We stayed in Johannesburg, all the surrounding cities.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah, so I wanted a trip that stayed in my memory.
So that company was great.
It was great to me. The company was great.
So you were the global
product line manager.
Okay, and then you became the director.
No, that's another story.
That's another story.
So now we're coming to the real tip of the ice now. I worked for John Crane for 26 years, right?
26. That company is still around?
Is it? Oh yeah,
John Crane.
Yeah, it's a company on in Martin Grove on
on
Howard Street.
Okay.
No, not Howard Street. Oakton Street.
Oakton Street.
So, in John Crane, you can retire when your age and your time of service equal to 75. And I was approaching that, and my goal was to retire at John Crane and start my own business. All along, I wanted to go into consulting, have my own consulting business. But I keep putting it back, I said, no, I want to retire a little bit earlier, then I can just start my own consulting business. I already know the product so well.
Yes.
I was going to target some of the customers and that.
Yeah.
So, I had just come from another long business trip and presentation and stuff in Italy that time again. And I was doing the presentation here in Martin Grove with global salespeople, room full of salespeople from all over the world.
The little kid from Liberia.
Yeah, something from all the people. And they were enjoying it. My presentation was really, really good. Not that I could dunk us in the back, but because I mixed it up with a lot of jokes and a lot of funny things, and they really enjoy it. So in the middle of the speech, in the presentation, my phone was vibrating. It's a company phone. Yeah. So like, why the phone keep vibrating like over and over? I look at it, it was the vice president calling. Yeah. I said, excuse me, I could take a 5-minute break. I have to answer this phone call. So I excused myself. I said, call. He said, I'm in the middle of a presentation. What's going on? He said, I want to see you right now. Leave everything you're doing and come to the conference room so I want to talk to you. This is the vice president.
Well, you were in Italy.
No, here
you were here in America.
Yeah, okay, I just come from doing this.
Oh, you just came back from Italy.
Yeah, but I just doing a similar thing here. I was really getting good at it,
Yeah.
So he said, I got to see you in the office, in the conference room. So I said, okay. I said, drop everything to the class. I'll be right back. And I told him to take a longer break. I'll be back. Unfortunately, that was my last time in the company.
That was your last day?
That was my last day in the company.
Why?
With no warning. In fact, I've just gotten my review. I had one of the best reviews that year ever in my career. I traveled around the world. I brought in more businesses. I did everything I can do. I moved some product from here. They didn't fire it. It was a layoff. We didn't see it coming at all. But they did it for everyone at the same time. So we didn't have time to talk to one another. We were like 12 to 15 global product line managers around the world. Some guy in France, some guy in Germany, some guy in Japan, some guy in all over the world.
They weren't performing? The company weren't performing?
No, the company, everything went fine. So I go to the conference room and they close the door. I see the personnel manager. Like, did I do something wrong? I thought I did something wrong. And he said, no, Alfred, it's not personal, nothing had to do with you. It's just that the company decided to go in a different direction. And we think that in that direction, you will not be one of the fit for that different direction. Exactly word for word. You will not be a good fit for that direction. I asked him, what do you mean? I said, well, you remember, I'm a mechanical engineer and I've been doing this design. He said, no, this had nothing to do with design. We decided to change the global product line management position to a marketing position.
Marketing.
And people who didn't have, like yourself, the marketing manager.
To sell, to pitch, to sell.
You don't have a marketing experience in marketing. We decided to let you guys go. Hopefully, hopefully, the engineering department will absorb some of you guys. Got working engineering before going to the global product management, So they let all of it go. And that was June 21st, I remember that. And December would have made me 75, which is my age,
To retire.
my age and my lender service to be 75 in a few months so I can retire and leave John Crane. So we'll offer a severance package and we let go. We let go. At that time, I don't want to talk about salary, but my salary was up there in low 100, maybe 100,000 or so. So we got let go, and I didn't tell my wife. I just got to my office. The personnel lady followed me. I packed my stuff. Took it. I took it like a man because at that time nobody could know what happened. When
Yeah.
they saw me bringing down my bag, my next door neighbor came to me. Alfred, what's going on? I said, no, we just got let go. I was not supposed to tell anybody. And that got a little bit tear in the eye.
Yeah.
You know, we were not that close, but he just got sad.
Wow.
His wife said, Alfred, you been here 20 plus years. I said, yeah, I was whispering.
20 plus years.
Yeah. He said, let it go like that. Yeah. It's a performance issue. I said, oh, I'll say you copy my performance. I said, actually, I sent it to him. They took my cell phone, they took my computer, took everything away from me instantly. So I had all my stuff in there. I couldn't communicate with nobody. So I got in the car, I left. And in the car, it was a long drive home. I didn't know how to tell my
Very
wife.
long drive.
Yeah, this a whole career just come to an end like this, you know. But anyway, came home, sat down, thought about it. I said, you know what? This is the challenges. There are good things happening in my life. There are a lot of good things happening in my life. I am going to just move on at that time. My son was doing very well in sports, you know, playing the full ride scholarship at the University of Mississippi, and with potential to play in the NFL. So I know that some good things are going to happen out of it. So I said, look, let's just take what's try. I told my wife, I mean, takes things there a little different.
Yes.
It was just, she got strength
because
from
I
the
want
way.
to come around to the sun part, you know.
Yeah. So you know, people get strength from the way you take stuff. You know, if something happened to you and you seem to be like, oh, it's not a big deal, and the other person, although hardly in me, are feeling like defeated. You know, all this kind of thing. I'm the breadwinner of the family. Anyway, but anyway, so I came home and took. I think it's gonna be okay. I said, I'm worried about it. Although there's other challenges, also, you know, health issues and stuff that I had to think about. But I said, hey, things gonna happen. Don't worry about it. So from November the 3rd, exactly November the 3rd, I got a phone call from a young man I met on one of my business trips in Florida. This young man sitting on his phone, sitting on the floor on the phone. I walked in and said, hey, I saw his tag. He all had a big tag. He was only a general manager. Very young guy.
Yeah, he was a general manager.
Yeah, I said, hey, come on, man. Are you faking this stuff? I was joking. Are you faking it? He said, why? I said, white boy that. I said, you fake? Sorry. I'm going to use the word white boy. I'm so sorry. If you can edit it out. I said, you faking that thing? Are you general manager? He said, yes, I'm a general manager. I said, no.
Because he looks so simple.
He looks young and stupid sitting there saying he's general manager. I didn't believe him anyway. So I passed by. And later on we met at dinner, a group dinner. I said, so tell me about you. He said, you're general manager? He's like, how old are you? Like 20-something years old.
Wow.
But he's general manager for your father's company.
Oh.
I said, tell me a little bit about it. I said, yeah, my wife just had a baby, young baby. You know, we had a young baby, so I'm communicating with my wife. Yeah, so I'm the general manager for his company. I said, oh, wow, okay. This is what do you do now?
You know of that company?
Yeah?
You knew of that company?
No, I knew nothing about that company. But we're part of the SEAL company.
Yeah, because you're
competing with us different way, but a small company.
Yeah.
You know, not compared to $1 billion company, like a few $1 million compared to $1 billion. So during the meeting, one of the meetings I was presenting, and he was in a crowd while doing the presentation. And I could see him just like nodding his head, like, what impacting this young man's life? I don't know. Because I was commanding, these are all business owners, all general managers for different companies.
That command
I was commanding, and there was a guy who get up and said something. I told him, no, you sit down. I'm not going to talk to you. And after that minute, for joke, after that minute, gentleman came in, do you know that guy you told you to sit down? I said, no, I don't care. I said, that guy is, whatsoever his title was, and then later on, they had dinner. I said, sorry, sir, I apologize for telling you to sit down. He said, no, Alfred, no, very funny. He said, he had the joke. I didn't know who he was. Yeah. Okay, he could have said something like, not even putting the while talking about it. So, please sit down. Look, you have a question? I still remember that. But he and I became very good friends.
Yeah.
That guy. But the young man, I didn't talk to him for that day. We didn't even say a word to one another, right?
Yeah.
November 3rd, I got a phone call from this gentleman out of St. Louis.
Yes.
He said, there's a conference. Alfred, yes, I know you looking for a job, right? He said, yeah. He said, there is a company in this part of Illinois. They are interested in you. You want to talk to them? I said, yeah, am I talking to them? He said, I'll get in your number. I'll get in your resume already. I'll get in your number. So I'm going to play as your one of those headhunters. He said, I'll be your representative. I said, fine. So this young man, I didn't know him at the time, so he called me. Yeah, Alfred, yeah, my name is SYZ. I said, oh, nice to meet you. How are you? He said, yeah. He said, I said, do I know you? He said, no, I'm a general manager for social company. Oh, general manager. You the same guy, man, that ever said meeting that time. He said, yes, I'm the guy. I said, oh, my
so
goodness.
the same guy.
Yeah. You know, he said, I'm interested in talking to you. But he said, no what? I will come near your house and interview you. I said, you kidding me, right? He said, no, I'm coming to your house at a restaurant where we go eat all the time.
Really?
The restaurant that I call Jimison Steakhouse. So, okay, let's set a date time. We came there to interview. He came out there, we sat in there, we had an interview. This young man already had his letter of offer ready.
Offer ready.
So we came there, interview like this conversation.
Conversation.
He knew I know the product very well.
Yeah, because he was in your class.
And he knew I'm also a manager. I've been a supervisor this long. I've been a manager. I've been all that. So he knew all that. So he came and said, hey, man, but before I go, I want to offer you a job. So, oh, yeah. He said, yeah. Offer you, and the job was, I'm going to upgrade a job to director of engineering. So I'm going to offer you the director of engineering company.
Wow.
I'm going to have a whole engineering report to you. You know, and we'll laugh about it. I say, you sure?
All the engineers got to report to you.
Yeah, every engineer report to you in the company. And here is my offer. And the offer was almost $30,000 more than what I'm getting paid just 4 months ago. See, blessing. That's how I always tell Caroline.
$30,000 more.
I think when I went to church that New Year Eve, I gave a testimony of this.
Wow.
One door closed. The door just closed.
Yeah.
From my career for 26 years.
Yeah.
Now I got a 30 grand with bonus now.
With bonus.
I'm like, wow. First I said, I couldn't even negotiate. I don't know what to say. You say, oh no, sorry, I need a little bit more. I said, I'll take it. See, that's not, I know you're going to accept it. You already do your back to know how much you're making.
Yeah.
So I signed the letter. I said, hey, tell me when you're going to start. I went there. And I started, and I contributed a lot to that company.
Wow.
I brought in business. He and I travel. We travel to Switzerland. That's another different travel.
So you travel.
He and I travel. He liked for he and I to travel together.
Yes.
We went to all kind of ones. Another company in France, small company that manufactured for us. We went to Switzerland. We went to Canada. We're all over the country where they're traveling. You know, only place we didn't go together was Korea. We're supposed to go to Korea. We went to Germany twice, he and I. This is a Greek company. We're supposed to go to, in Germany. I regretted this. I know if you ever see this this podcast, you will say, yes, I told you, Alfred. We're supposed to go to his father's house in Greece.
In Greece?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, nah, I don't feel like going to Greece. I'm going to go back to the States. I regret that. He said, I'm going to Greece.
Okay, sir. He said you regret it.
He offered to me to come there and spend the house there. Had a night out there by some big, like an island, big river, you know. But anyway, I never went with him.
Do you still have contact with him?
Yes.
Okay, that's
we
good.
stayed talk. In fact, you know, I planned to call him last week. I didn't get back talking for the holidays.
Yeah.
So we left him, you know, and then fast forward from November 2015 to October 2021. Yeah. You know, we decided to part our ways. Mm-hmm. And the reason is still not clear. And one of the reasons.
So you worked there for how long did you work for that company?
From 2015. 4 years, 9 years. Okay. Yeah. But the issue of living there again, this is directly a health-related problem, but you couldn't tell me. Mm-hmm. Because at a certain point I couldn't travel, you know, my situation because of my vision loss. Mm-hmm. And I have a low vision. Mm-hmm. And it was difficult to travel. Mm-hmm. So my last 2 business trips there, I had to travel my junior engineer. Mm-hmm. And he and I traveled to China also. He and I traveled to Canada. He and I traveled around the country. You know, because I couldn't travel myself, it was difficult. And it became like a little bit of a financial liability. I don't know who I gotta go with somebody. I think that's the reason, but they would not tell you, just say, you know what?
Yeah, because they love and respect you.
Yeah,
so.
in a small company, so I was not fired. It's the same thing again. It was like a layoff or like a mutual separation.
Yeah.
And I got a severance pay from them as well. And that was it. And then a few months later, COVID came. COVID started. So COVID.
It was good.
It was good. You know,
the timing.
Yeah, but the timing was just perfect because at that time nobody looking for a job at that point. Because COVID had just started. So then we were, and then so I left there as a director of engineering. That was my last job title as a director of engineering. Really good salary and on that bonus system. And then soon after I left there, I went with my dream to form my consulting company called Lango Seal Consulting.
So your company is called
Lango, Lango, Seal Consulting Services.
Congratulations.
So I started that company.
Yes.
Fortunately, soon as I left there, 2 months later I started that company, I got my first 4 customers immediately. My first customer was in Florida. I went there and visited them. They liked what I do. They gave me the project. They were paying me $9,000 a month. Then another one come, then another one. I got another one here in Florida. Then COVID came. I lost everything. All the companies said, right now, we can't afford to pay, for consulting, because my job was to be the other engineer who worked for them.
Yeah.
But because of my knowledge, they can just pay me for my service. They don't pay me for, like any, benefits or anything.
Yeah.
But I'll just consult with them when they need a design product. And they tested me. That's why I'm so happy about it.
Yeah.
They sent me some seal to design. I saw them in my office upstairs. In fact, I responded so fast.
Yes.
The guy was like, you sure you did this that quick? I said, you just asked me, right? What happened was so serious. We sold to this company somewhere in the world. Can you resolve the problem? And I found the problem right away. And that's the thing. I told the guy who I told you I first worked for, John Crane, he the one advised me, don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
He just gave them a $10,000 job for free. But I said, well, in consulting, what I learned is he gave them something free to encourage them. But that was a big design error they had. I just saw for them. I saw it so fast that again, 30 years doing this job, it's just becoming so easy.
You're still running?
Yeah, so.
Is your own private company now?
No, my company is, since that time, my 4 first customers, I went back to them. One of them came back to me and sent me to a customer to go see. And I had difficulty driving. I can't drive places. I can't travel. So most of the consulting job now require that I travel to meet their customers. Okay. So I can meet that demand, and I'm still trying to think of a way that I can do it. And I know my wife said, "No, you can do it, you can do it," but it's just so hard.
Somebody would have to travel with you.
Somebody got to go with me, and some of the places you got to drive, and you're not gonna take Uber to go to somebody's company way somewhere else between towns. It costs a lot of money to get there. Yeah. So, and you got to be somewhere on time. You can't depend on Uber. So I good to go and rent a car and get places and do this. Yeah. Excuse me. So it became difficult. So right now I don't have any customer for my company. Yeah. I had a website. I pay a lot of money to get the website set up. But I've not even looked at the website in the last 5 months since he really contacted me. So I'm trying to rethink it. Yeah. But God will have again the Bureau of Blind Services. Yes. They've been very helpful to me. They helped me find some kind of a job that I do right now for the federal government. Okay. I work 100% from home. That's one of my prayer. I pray on this every night. God, give me something to supplement my income that I can work 100% from home. I don't leave my house. Yeah. So I got this job. They say, yes, you got to come to the office 1 day a week. I said, no, God, that's not what I want. I want to work 100%. So I fill all the paperwork. Doctor sent letters to them. So yes, you can work from home 100%.
Wow. All right. Let us go. We'll wind it up now. Okay. Looking back at a journey, all the travels around the world, global manager for major company in engineering, director
Yep.
of engineering, all engineering reporting to you. Can you say you did the American dream?
It's not finished yet.
It's not finished yet.
It's not finished yet.
Because we're going to come to the most important part now.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to talk about the wife and the kid.
Well, I reached my, you know, the meaning of the American dream, which, you know, in short, having a career, having a home, having a family, you know. Yeah. And success is defined, you know, in everybody's life
different ways. Yeah.
For me, success is, man, good health and having your family, and your having a loved one, and people who, you know, who love you back. Because you can love a lot of people.
You know what?
Love you back.
Cheers on the career.
Yes.
Cheers on the career.
Wonderful
career. Yeah. So let's talk about the most important part now.
You mean my job?
No, your wife.
Oh, okay.
And the kid. How did you guys meet?
Interesting you asked that question.
Yeah.
This lady I told you about at Second Baptist Church, Reverend Tate, who I introduced two other women to her, and she said, "They were not good for you."
Yes.
I met another young woman who was an assistant pastor.
Yes.
I don't want to call her name. We went on a date. I really like this girl. I said, "Oh, like this girl."
You're a problem child.
Yeah. She told me, "No, Alfred, this is not good for you."
Yes.
My first girlfriend in America, her name was Irma. I don't call her last name.
Yeah.
Irma. And I went to visit her son when I used to tutor her son.
Yes.
One day she told me, Irma, not a good. And it's like all pretty girls. I like Irma actually, her mother was a pastor of the church on the west side. Mm-hmm. She could sing, do all that. She said, "No, it's not good for you."
Yes.
So on this one day, and she had asked me to take her to this buffet on the south side.
Yeah.
She said, "I have a goddaughter. Mm-hmm. She will ride with us there. You don't mind? She come with us." I said, "Sure." I didn't know who she was. She God that a little girl or something.
Yeah.
I said, "Sure." So she came down first. She's an assistant pastor, hugging everybody, got a rope on to all that stuff. I was getting impatient. You know, I'm gonna leave the lady and go. I'm gonna leave her and go. But God has something for you. A little bit of patience, a little inch of patience. God was this close to say, "You know, I'm leaving. I'm leaving."
Yes.
I was sitting out there waiting at the church. Everybody getting in the car, leaving. Then I saw Caroline walking down behind her. Then Jenna turned to me and said, "Alfred, I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom and take out my robe and do all that kind of back. But Caroline, we'll wait for you. We'll wait with you." I said, "Who's Caroline?" I saw her like, whoa.
We just saw Caroline. Like,
and I've been at church all the time. I had never really seen her. For some reason, I never saw her.
Man.
And where I did my haircut.
Angel up here.
Where I did my haircut, she went to the beauty shop. All these years we're living like one block from one another. One block, literally one block.
Yes.
I never seen her anywhere. I could never seen her. I go to Jenna Tate's house. When I'm coming, she going. Or when she going, I'm coming. We just miss one another every time. I have never seen her.
Yeah.
The first time I saw her, like, oh, okay. Now I can wait.
No, I can't wait.
Now I can wait.
As a true African.
Yeah.
You remember Bob Marley said, "I don't want to wait in vain for your love."
Yeah, this one you're all waiting for.
It's worth waiting for.
Yeah, so I would have.
Which year was this? Which year was this?
This was. I'm bad with the year sometimes because she get on my kids. But we met 3 years, 1992. We got married in 92, 90. That's got to be in 1989. We met in 89.
In 1989,
yeah.
And you married in 92, so that's 31 years.
31.
Well, you've been 33. You've been together.
Yeah, we married. Wow. But we did it for 3 years.
Yes.
And I, waiting. I don't know why, but
she was a Torah straight.
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
33 years. You guys have a son.
We have one son, only son. I wanted more kids, like I said. My father had a lot of kids. And the thing my father, no, the reason my father kind of saw that I was different, all of my brothers had a lot of kids.
A lot of kids.
You know, my younger
You have
brother,
one.
I had only one.
Yeah.
And she never believed that I had the only child. You know, I just thought I had a child. Kids went to Africa. I said, no, no kids. All the places I live, I had
No more
kids.
kids in Africa.
Yeah. But I wanted more kids, but we had to pause after Fawn was born. She wanted to go to get her type 75 as a teacher to become a principal or administrator.
Okay.
So she went to school.
So you guys made sacrifice.
Made sacrifice for the
for
finish.
each other.
Yeah, to get her type 75. It took like 3-4 years to do it. And by that time, other things have changed. You know.
Yeah.
You know, she couldn't have the kids that wanted. So
Yeah.
Fawn became the only child.
Your son went on to play in the NFL?
Yes. Fawn was drafted by San Francisco 49ers.
So your son was, put that out there, tell him your son was drafted.
Yeah, my son played football at Mississippi, University of Mississippi,
Yes.
Ole Miss, and he played there for 2 years. And he was drafted in 2016 by San Francisco 49ers.
Wow.
And he was there for the first year. He got hurt, so he was put on the training squad, as they call it.
Yeah.
He was there for the whole year. The second year, the team did so bad that they fired the coaches and fired a whole lot of people. And he decided to leave, and he went to the Indianapolis Colts for the second year in his career. And then health situation kept him on the bench. He played all the preseason games.
Okay.
Yeah, but then he decided because of injuries that he couldn't continue anymore. But he would stay like a free agent. He still could go back and play, but he decided to don't play anymore.
That's also a major accomplishment.
Yeah. Oh yes.
A lot of parents would love for your son to make it to the NBA, NFL, baseball. Your son did.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a big achievement.
You have been blessed. You have been blessed.
You know, God blessed us, to do this. And we got, the next time I'm going to put some more of his things that he got into the house in over there, but all the achievement. He won some really unique achievement when he was at the University of Mississippi. Plaque, all the stuff. So, very proud of him.
In closing, sum up America for us. 40 years ago when you came here, as it relates to now. The floor is yours.
Well, this country, as people say in my country, is bittersweet.
Yeah.
Everybody comes here with goal or with ambitions
and dreams.
But those dreams cannot come to reality until you really work towards it. And the good thing here is you have the opportunity. The country gave you so many opportunities to succeed. You have to literally, maybe just put yourself in a bad situation that you can, meet your goal or go through your plan to where you want to be. Yes. But there's a lot of opportunity, and where there's a lot of opportunities, always comes with a lot of other challenges. Wow. And to balance that is the difficult thing in this country. Yeah. Okay, if you don't know how to balance the challenges and the opportunities, balance the opportunity and challenges, you let the challenge overwhelm you, then your success story become impeded or become, short-lived or not achievable because the challenges are here in this country, and people use other terms for them, but I want to say it's defined by yourself, because some people can go and say, hey, this country is racist. Well, depending on the person. Yes. But there's opportunity. Lots of opportunity. But one that equalizes people, I tell my son, I tell all the young people I counsel, I say, the equalizer in this country is education and staying out of trouble. Okay. You hear that, guys? The equalizer in this country is education
And staying out of trouble.
Yes. Don't find a fast way to make money in this country.
Yeah.
Some of my friends who came here before me end up in jail or end up being deported because they see opportunity to get fast money or to get fast success.
Yeah.
I don't want to name all the different temptations. Most of them could be drugs or other things or, you know, funny businesses. They want to rob people, you know. They think it's legally when you do it on papers.
Yes.
But anyway, yes, those are the challenges here and can force people to do that.
Yes.
Like Bill, if you overwhelm yourself, you making $60,000 a year and you go buy a Mercedes Benz that cost you $1,000 a month to pay. And then
makes no sense.
and you go live in a $400,000 house. Yes. Yeah. You live in the American dream.
Yeah.
But you can't afford it.
You can't afford it.
And that will force you to start making bad decisions because financially people good people. There are really good people who make these bad decisions.
Nice people make bad decisions.
Definitely, I agree with you. So again, to summarize, I think this country is a great place. It's a great opportunity to come here. And those who made it here, I think we look back on all the challenges and the success. And for me, I don't use the word luck. I would just say I'm being blessed to see that my success outbalance my challenges, you know. But again, I have health issues that I got to live with it with the vision loss. But again, it's aging process. There's so many things happen to you as you get older. You know, so I don't take it as I don't feel sorry for myself. I just now at the point where I can help other people, like the job I'm doing with the federal government.
Yes.
I help people. People who are retiring to help them, you know, get what they deserve.
Yes.
You know? So it's giving back somehow and being compensated for it. So that's a win-win situation.
Yes.
That's why I took this position. And I'm going to be in there as long as I can. And it helped me as a blind person to be able to have a job, you know, for now to compensate my income and be able to live again, continue to live my American dream. So have not ended yet.
It's not ended yet.
It's continuing.
We're probably going to be back for the next part.
Yes.
To be continued.
Yes.
You know, I have to tell you thanks, you know, because it's been, from, was it May, June, we met. And we talk about this interview, that's June, and we in December. And we finally got it done.
Yes.
Man, man, thank you for your
and
time.
thank you too for persisting that we do this.
Yes.
And I'm glad I'm able to tell my story. I hope it makes even just a little tiny difference in somebody else's life.
It makes
that there is hope in everything you do. You just got to stay on course and
wonderful
prayer.
story.
Pray on it. That's what I do. I don't do anything for prayer. You know, I go close my door when I lie down, I pray every night. And then when I set my mind on something, you got to work.
You got to work.
I would say faith or prayer or work is there.
On that note, we cut. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. My Journey to America. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kevin. Yes.